Hey, folks, here we are at the Chloe Sanctuary. Hello. Hello. Cecil, no, you're not going to do that, you little pest. Oh, he's trying to eat my AirPod case. You guys, that's Bob's job. He's the one that tries to eat my AirPod case, not you, Cecil, you mutt. You big silly. You big silly bird. Hi, Romeo. Hello, Roman bird. Romeo. Yeah, they're all just kind of chilling because it's cold out here, so we're all chilling. Romeo, he's not going to hurt you. He just wants to preen you. He's not even bothering you right now. So this is the thing with Romeo. He's just nervous about any other bird close to him. And yes, Cecil's just preening himself. It's all right, Rome. He's not going to hurt you. He doesn't have a toy. He doesn't have a toy, Rome. Bob, you want to get the airplane? Waiting for the noise to go by. Hey, Lucy. 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 Yeah, Bob. Snowball. Snowball. Hi, Snowball. What? What are you saying, Pip Pip? Pip Pip Pip? Pippa? No, it's a Pippa. It's a Pip Pip. Babaloo? Yeah, I know. Halloween sounds from the dogs. Any comments about that, Bob? Hmm? Babaloo. That's right, Babaloo. Babaloo? Bob's a good bird. Bob's a good boy. Romeo, it's okay. It's all right. You're all right. At least, Romeo, you don't have to keep a hand warmer in your pocket, electric hand warmer, so you can be out here. Hey, guys. Hey, Bob. No, you don't need to get into my pocket. You don't. You think you do, but you don't. Yeah, don't show Bob something because then he'll try to get it, won't you, Bob? Yeah, Eleanor did quite a job yesterday on the memorial meeting. That was wonderful. I had, they weren't quiet like this yesterday. They were all over me and jumping and making noise, and it was hard to even hold on to my phone out here. Today, they're quiet. Yeah. You didn't give me a minute's peace yesterday, did you, Cecil? Hmm? Cecil? Sea salt. Romeo. Romeo is getting better about being around other birds, though. He's the only one that's, while he's out here, he's improving. But the rest of them are kind of devolving. Bob, you can see, I mean, he's on a little bit of medicine, but he's still messing with his feathers a little bit. And Pippa, I had to take Pippa, I had to take her eggs away from her because she was starting to have some strange poop. Basically, she was having diarrhea, so which is when the solid portion of the droppings gets mushed into everything else. And in the morning, it was pretty bad. Now she's took away her eggs and she's fine. So she was just sitting on them too long. Yes, you were. You were sitting on those eggs too long, little girl. Don't you start bouncing. Don't need any more eggs, Bob. Be nice. What are you trying to do, Bob? I'm trying to warm my hands. What are you trying to do? Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I think it's announcements. I had to say that our GoFundMe is running. We had a little problem with GoFundMe. I could not get into the account with my executive director. I couldn't get it. Yes, Bob. You know I'm talking, right? So you just have to yell. I know. But so what they did was like they reset that account, and when they did, that GoFundMe closed, and so I had to open another one. So anybody who's seen that knows that there's a different GoFundMe there. That's why. But you'll notice that it says 23,000. That's because we've already received 7,000. So just so you know, right? And the link to that GoFundMe is in our link tree. That link tree link, when you click it, it will take you to that. So, and also what we hope you can do if you're able is go out to the Patreon link that you'll find at our link tree. It'll be the one bouncing on that screen, and donate like $2, $5 a month, something, whatever you can do a month to that, and that will help us when it comes to the time where we have to qualify for the mortgage, to get the pre-qualify up. It'll help us show the lender that we have income coming in, because that's monthly income. So for the birds, what do you got to see? Now he's bringing his, what is that, a hat? Are you looking for donations there? What are you doing, Cecil? That's a pretty small toy to beat me with. I don't think you're going to beat me with that. I don't think you're going to beat me with that, are you? Nope. Silly bird. Silly bird. But one thing I didn't do, so bear with me a second. I'm going to put the link for this up. I forgot to put it up there, so let me copy it. Just take a second. So I don't know what I'm showing on the screen, but create a post, text, just for members, and paste. Okay, that's done. So now if anybody wants to come in and chat with us, they can. The link is for members, though. Members only. This is members only chat. Of course, you can still type chat. Unfortunately, I don't have anybody who can read those to me right now, because we have you have to have 3 people in the room to spotlight one individual. So otherwise, it's going to go back and forth and you won't see the birds. So it's a bit of problem, but we'll fix it, right? At some point. What are you doing there, Shug? Somebody wants beak rubs, don't you? Don't you? Don't you, sugar? Romeo, he's not going to hurt you. Rom, it's okay. Cecil is not going to hurt you. Cecil's not going to hurt the Romeo. He's trying to be nice to you. He's trying to be nice. Rom, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. He just wants to preen you. He's not going to hurt you. All right. Cecil, you better back off. He's getting a little. I got to do the bottom of Rome's beak. It's got a starting to angle at a 35-degree angle instead of straight across. So, no. Hi, Michelle, Lisa, and Sue. Thanks for coming in and being with us. You're a little too excited. Okay, Cecil, he's not. You're not threatening, but he doesn't understand. Don't move too quickly now. He'll get upset. Rome, it's all right. Roman, he's not going to hurt you. Rome. Come on, Cecil. Let's move you away from there. He's getting too nervous. He's getting too nervous. Hey, Michelle. News. Well, good news is nice to get. Well, lately it's been we've got a lot of good news lately, but we got a ways to go yet, don't we? Don't we? Like all the way to Nevada, right? That's where we're trying to head right now. Whoa, Bob! I didn't mean to knock the toy out of your hand. I didn't. Sorry. I can't reach it. Can't reach it, Bob. What? What, Cecil? Look at that face. Look at that face. What a nice face. What a nice face. And you're trying to be nice to Romeo, and he just doesn't understand. Do you, Rome? Birds just aren't nice to the Rome, are they? What, Pippa? Sugar, yeah, I know, Sugar. You were getting your beak petted, I know. Ah, well done. All right. That works. uh, Playing a little trick here so that we can get Amy into the chat here. What are you doing down there, kid?
Romeo. Oh no, we have a board. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of a bad design that Zoom has, in that you have to have 3 people in the room in order to spotlight somebody. And actually, that doesn't make any sense. But because if you want somebody on the screen all the time, you should be able to just put that there. So, right, Rome? Rome agrees, don't you, boy?
Okay.
Babaloo, 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 babaloo. Babaloo. Oh, I'm sorry, Rome. Did I bonk you on the head? I'm sorry. Pip, pip, pip. Pip, 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 pip. Yeah, yesterday while the meeting was going on, this one right here decided that she was going to hold something in for maybe an hour and then dump it on my head. So, yes, you did. Yes, you did. So I went from having gray hair to green hair. This one decided to drop something on me, didn't you, girl? Although I doubt it was intentional. If Cecil did it, I wouldn't doubt that, but she's not usually that way. Are you, baby? Jasmine's up on the perch in the back. Snowball's hanging up there. What are you doing, Mander? Yep, you're a gorgeous girl, and you know it, don't you, sweetheart? That's a beautiful, beautiful sugar bird. It's a beautiful sugar. I love you too. I love you too, Romeo.
Did someone unmute me?
You're not
Hello.
muted. Hello.
No, I was wondering because I muted myself and suddenly I wasn't muted.
Oh, no, I didn't. Must have been the gods of Zoom.
Or fake Amy.
Yeah, that's possible. I love you too. I love you too.
Oh. Is that Romeo?
Yeah. I love you. Cecil, is there something you're trying to tell me here? I'm not sure I have a good angle, I'm guessing. I see. Cecil, you nut. You nut. Easy, easy now. Trying to reverse the camera here. There we go. Hi, Cecil. Hi, baby boy. How you doing? How you doing? How's my big boy? Hmm? How's the big boy? How's the big boy? Yeah, this guy, he's such a good bird. He's still having trouble because Peaches passed away, but he usually spends about the first half hour attacking my shoes. Then he'll pick up something and start whacking me in the head. And he keeps looking over at that section where Peaches used to hang out. Don't you, boy? Mm. I know what you want.
Oh, Shooky. Gina is in the chat. Hello, Gina.
Hello, Gina.
Oh, and Jocelyn Triggle is also in the chat. Hello, Jocelyn.
Hello, Jocelyn.
Michelle asked me to ask you if you have, I think, read her. She had sent you something.
Yeah, you mean a realtor? A realtor?
A what?
A realtor? Is that what you're saying? REALTOR?
No.
Oh, that's what it sounded like. What are you talking about? I don't no comprende.
No, Michelle has sent you something, I think.
How? There's a lot of different ways to send me something, so I'm not sure. Email or message or Facebook or I got so many different places I have to go and look these days. If I know how it got sent to me, I might be able to pick it up. I don't want to miss it. I just, like I say, I've got so many different places. I'm not sure where it would come in. If it's coming via email, I know where to look. And a lot of stuff gets lost in email because there's so much of it. So. What are you doing? Romeo. Oh, Romeo. Nobody's going to hurt the Romeo. He's okay. You gotta have that beak open because I gotta threaten these other birds. They might come near me. Right. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Lorelei's not out here. You have nothing to fear. Right, Cecil? Yeah, there's that look. Cecil, I know.
Sorry, Michelle, I cannot see anything on the chat. I scrolled back and I see you have written that you contacted the media, but you haven't got any response so far.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Didn't
thank
get
you
it.
thank you for trying. Yeah, the media, they're, it depends on what they've got going that day. And probably right now they're just going to be talking about the scarcity of diesel fuel, which I could have told everybody a month ago that was coming. But they're like fishermen; they stand by the shore and grab whatever fish is close. Right, Romeo? Oh, Cecil. There's that Cecil look. That's the look he's been giving me since Peaches died. He gets up there and just looks at me with that little sad look. Yeah, it's not the way he usually looks. I know, big boy. I know.
I'm not sure. I have the feeling I only can see half of the chat today. So sorry if I don't see some messages. I'm not sure if I get everything.
That's a beautiful song over there, Jasmine. That's a beautiful song. She's trying to
Lisa is
imitate.
asking you if you think the birds know how hard they bite us.
It depends. I think when they're biting gently, they know, but when they're biting in response to fear, they may not have an idea how hard they're biting. Because I know that when I put my finger down there to pick Bob up, you can barely feel it, but he's got a solid grip on my finger, but you can't feel. There's no pain because it's just a gentle grip, but it's hard. So, I think when they're doing it gently or medium, yes, but when they're afraid, no. I don't think they have any idea at that point because they're not violent by nature. So that I don't really think that they would attempt to hurt you out of the nature of what they are. They can be taught to bite hard, and they can be taught to react that way, but it's not normally in their nature to be like that. I think they've got good control of that beak, except when, like us, you have pretty good control until like you start to fall or something, and then all of a sudden you're throwing your arms out, trying not to hit the floor. I mean, it's that way for them. Come here, baby. Come on, Pip Pip. There you go. Come on over. Well, that's my Pip. Why don't you sit right there, Pip Pip? You get too close to him, you'll scare him. So I think that it's when it's a fear response, then they may not be able to control how hard they bite. But I think in most cases, when you get a little nip or something like that, they're letting you know and they're controlling it. That's just a guess. That's more from personal experience than any study, because I don't think anybody's written anything on that. Hi, Bob. No, Bob's a good bird. Yeah, Bob's a good bird. Oh, that's a pretty song. That's a pretty song, little girl. That's a pretty song. What did you say, Bob? Yeah, Bob's a good bird. He's mumbling. Bob's a good bird. Bob, you're mumbling. Yes, Bob's a good bird.
Bob is for sure a good bird. Such
Hey,
a
Bob.
good boy.
Hey, Bob. Bob is a good bird. Bob's a good boy. Okay, guys. Birds are gonna have to let me warm up one of my hands. I have one of these little heaters in my pouch of my hoodie that I can heat up my hand with because I have Raynaud's disease. So if I get my hands get too cold, I lose all the circulation of them. Okay, who's on my head? Who's on my head? Hey. Well, I was trying to get that. Oh, it was you? You were on my head? Well, come here. Come on, Lucy. Come on, Lucy. You got to sit up here, though. You get too close. No, Romeo, don't panic. You have to get off my arm at some point, little girl. I can't function with you on here. How's that? There you go. Whoops. Hey. No, I'm not chewing my shoes. You're not chewing my shoes. Yes, you're a good boy. That's a good question, though. It's like, people talk about, there's this myth that baby snakes will give you all their venom that when they bite you. That's not true. And that's because they can't really control how much venom they put out. So it could be a full dose or half dose or a little bit of a dose. The adult will give you the full dose because they can see how big you are and they know they have to give it all. So that babies can't control it. And I think it's just a matter of their emotional state. So yes, Bob's a good bird.
He is such a chatterbox today.
Yeah, he's talking a lot today.
Then we have a whining Shuki.
Yeah, because I keep taking my hand away so I can warm my hands up. Because once they get down to about 50 degrees, it's hard to move your fingers. You have to hold on to the phone. That's right. That's right.
Who has had the question about biting says that her Rico, that's a parrot, isn't not in fear when he bites. There is she sure. So yeah.
What kind of parrot are we talking about?
Oh, let's see. Have you written it? Was it a cockatoo or? Lisa, can you please write in the chat which kind of parrot your Rico is?
Yeah, I should remember, but because I know I've heard, but I right now my brain is scrambled.
Yeah, mine too today. Oh, Eleanor is here. She missed not so much. The birds are funny today. Bob is in talking wood. Oh, a goffin. Yeah, now I remember. A goffin cockatoo is Rico. Thank you, Lisa.
If you've got, hi baby, hi sweetie.
And she has him for 31 years.
Hold on. Come on, Rome. He's gonna make it difficult for me to do this. Come here. No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Just had an AirPod fall out.
Oh no.
There we go. Yeah, I got it. No, you're not gonna play with them. He's all nut.
There are nutcases. Babaloo. Oh, look at that Babaloo. He's such a cutie today. Such a poker. Oh, he's such a good boy. Yes, he is. And we get new people in the chat. Erin has joined, Doris, and Spirit Matter. So hello to you all.
Hey, guys. Thanks for coming. We're kind of having a relaxed day out here. Well, sort of. I'm not sure. Cecil looks like he might be firing up. Romeo, you gonna go hide now? No, you go to the bathroom. Okay. Bob's a good bird.
He's such a good bird.
Bob is a good boy. He's a good bird. Oh, yesterday we were doing that memorial meeting. I've never seen them as crazy as they were. They would not leave me alone. They were yelling and screaming and jumping all over me. And I'm trying to be involved in this meeting and knocking the phone out of my hands.
So you would just sit there and listen, and the birds, yeah, distract
They
you.
were all off me. They were just, I don't know what was going on yesterday, but they were really moving and keeping me on my toes. And they were, playing tag with each other. It looks like they're being aggressive, but with a bird that's nipping like that, it doesn't matter how long they've been doing it. The trick is to give them, hey, Cecil, hello, Cecil. He's not being aggressive. He's just trying to sit there next to him. And of course, Romeo doesn't want that. Romeo, it's all right. Look at that look. Sure, it's all right for you. Romeo
wants to make friendship with Romeo.
Yeah, Cecil wants to make friends. That's all it is.
Oh no.
See, he didn't hurt you, did he? Romeo, he just went up there and sat next to you. See? The basic, I can't give you the exact method, but essentially what you have to do is you have to give them a consequence for the bite, and you can't punish them. Not in the terms that most people think of the word punish. The word punish in the ABA techniques means to either reduce or extinguish a behavior. So it's not, but what you want to do is you want to make the consequence of the bite something they don't want. So it may take you a while to figure that out. So if they bite and you put them back in their cage, that's probably what they want. And they've learned that when they bite, they get that. So you need to try something else. Maybe instead of putting them back in their cage, put them in a cage where there's no toys.
I heard a little peachy song from a jazz.
Oh, hi, baby. Good girl. You put them in like a little carrying cage or something with no food and no water. Now you're only going to do that for a couple of minutes. You never put a bird in timeout for more than a couple of minutes. So there's other things that could be done. It all kind of depends on the bird and what the bird likes. So if the bird does not like to be put in a dark corner in a carrying cage or something, then that's where you would put them when they bite. You want the consequence of what they do, in this case, to be something that will deter them from doing it. And then the other thing you can do is what we call zero rates. But basically what you do is you give them a treat. So like if they like sunflower seeds and it's a small bird, you got a small bird there, so like half a sunflower seed every minute, as long as they're not biting. But as soon as they bite, they don't get any for whatever the time frame is. So if they you wait a minute, you watch your watch. Okay, you wait a minute, you give them a treat. You wait a minute, you give them a treat. You wait a minute, you give them a treat. If they bite, you start over. If they bit at 40 seconds, now you're starting over and you're doing a full minute. Believe me, they can figure that out. They can figure out that, I get these treats on a regular schedule, but if I bite, I don't. Now, it depends on how bad the bite is, too. If they bite really hard, the question you had made me think that might be it. That might be hard to do. So what you're going to probably try to put them into a place where they don't want to be for 2 minutes. And make the consequence a consequence they don't want. I see you're going after my shoes. Now I could break him of going after my shoes, but right now he's not in the best of moods because he's in this cramped space here, and where everybody's all tight together, and he lost his best friend, Peaches, and he's just, I have to give him a little room. If he wants to bite my shoes and he gets my toe, you just got poop on me. What did you do? Step in poop down there? Hey, leave him alone. Be nice. Be nice. Oh, he just wants to get preened. Okay. Yeah, I know. You want him to preen you. Yeah, I'm not good at it compared to another bird. So in the one case, you're giving them a consequence they don't want. And 9 times out of 10, with a bite, people put their birds back in their cage. Well, if that's what you're doing, then that's what they want. So I actually that situation actually exists here. I've seen it. Tushy will do that. Tushy will nip Deb, and then she'll put her back in the cage. And I pointed that out. I said, if she nips and you put her back in the cage because, let's say, she wants to go back in there and eat, or she just doesn't want the social interaction anymore, she's blind in one eye and 80% in the other. So if she just decides she doesn't want to be in that situation and you put her back where she feels comfortable, ain't gonna make it any better. It's going to be the method that the bird's going to use. So, and the other way is if you're rewarding on a regular schedule, and when they're doing anything other than the behavior you don't want, what you eventually get by doing that is the behavior you don't want goes away. It becomes extinguished or reduced. So that's 2 techniques you could do. One is the more extreme, which is the timeout, and then you never want to drag that more than 2 minutes, but because that's all they need to understand. I didn't get what I wanted. And then you would not want to put them right back in their cage either, because they might tie that together. They're not stupid, so they might tie together. Well, I'm going to be stuck here for 2 minutes, but then I'm going back to my cage. All depends. If you're dripping,
Fuzzy Vibes has joined the chat. Hello, Ruth.
Yeah.
And
hello.
Lisa says she lets Rico listen to this live stream. And she would never put him in the cage for doing his bitey. So the big question is, what does Lisa do when she gets bit? Because if that's whatever's happening directly after the bite is probably what's driving it. What drives behavior is the consequence. So unless a bird is sick, which, after 30 years, the bird isn't sick. So it's a consequence. It's something they're looking for. Occasionally, it's really rare, you'll have a bird that does the behavior just because, somebody mistreats it for a long period of time. I don't see that being a case. Bob, that's enough. What do you see? What do you see? Well, what is it? Well, what is it, Bob? You see something. What is it? Yeah, all the leaves on the trees are moving, but is that what you're looking at? Probably sees a squirrel or something. Well, what is it? What is it, Bob? What is it? What do you see? I'll have to grasp. Oh, do they see something? UFO.
He's up there checking it out, but he doesn't see it.
Are the aliens coming?
Could be. Could be aliens. Yeah, somebody had asked in one of the chats, I think it was on Facebook, why, if they could see the X-ray of salamander's twisted pelvis. So I put it up on our main page, and I just had somebody, it popped up on my screen for a second, saying, "Why did you put that up there? What is there something wrong?" No, it's just the X-ray that from when he first went in. There were actually 8 of them, but that's the one that's most obvious. You can see how twisted it is. It looks like the bone for his leg coming out of his stomach is what it looks like. That's how twisted it is. So.
Poor Mander.
Yeah, he gets along, don't you, buddy boy? Hey.
Yeah, he's such a happy boy.
He is. I just got whacked in the side of the head by Cecil. Cecil,
Yeah, I could hear you are tortured again.
Yeah, he just likes to do that sometimes. Just get up on my shoulder and take his foot and whack me on the side of the head. You try and knock some sense into me, it'll never work. It'll never work. You can't knock any sense into me. Nope, you can't. You can't.
Oh, someone is behind you. Is that that's a Babalu? He's really a good boy today. Oh, now he has seen my face. Or
Pretty song. Pretty song.
get
But
that
what he
Bob.
sees on there now is all the birds. I don't know what he thinks about that. He doesn't like to see anything on the screen, but he's not hearing any voices as long as I have my AirPods.
No, today he seems cool with it. Cecil looks interested.
What do you think, Cecil?
Oh, look at this handsome boy. Oh, Cecil, you're so handsome, Mr. Casanova. All the ladies love the Cecil.
He's a striking umbrella cockatoo. He really is. He's got the look, boy. He is a Casanova.
Yeah, and he also tries to be friends with all the males.
Yeah, he does. Well, he lost his best friend, so he is looking for a friend right now.
Well, he has friends. He is friendly with Babalu, but
Yeah.
I know he looks like a peachy friend.
Yeah. I know he misses the peach. Look, the baby boy. Mm. That's why I get so aggressive with my shoes. It's just now there's different things that can make them appear aggressive. It's just
Oh,
we're gonna have
Spirit
to.
wants to know if Cecil is snowing on your shoulder. I think yeah, they are all pretty dusty. The super duster is usually Mender. And look at the Shuggy bird. Hey, Shug. Oh.
You're gonna freeze your tongue touching my hand. Oh, my fingers are about 50 degrees now. Hi, Cecil. There's the patented Cecil look if I can get it on the screen. Hi, Cecil. Hi. How you doing?
Cecil.
Handsome. Hi, Cecil.
Yeah, oh, look at this handsome boy. And I think Snowball started skywalking. Spider-Bird, Spider-Bird. That's what our Spider-Bird does. Having fun?
Snowball. Snowball. I see you over there, little girl. I'll get to you in a second.
Oh, Spirit, the sugar is not whining because she gets already her beak petted. I think when Dawn, as soon as Dawn stops, the whining starts. Oh, nice tailfish.
Pretty song there, girl. Pretty song. Yeah, she's trying to imitate Peaches. So.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, that's not Bob. Sorry, Cecil. He looked at me like, don't you know who I am? I know who you are, you big silly. It's just Bob that usually does it. So I looked down and I saw you, but Bob usually tries to get anything that's in my pockets. Hi,
oh,
Daz.
No. Someone is trying to get to Roman again. This time it's Snowball, right?
Oh, yeah. Snowball just wants the spot. He's just chasing him out of there to take the spot.
Jocelyn is asking if you have heard anything from the agent in Nevada about the house.
No, and what I've been told about the particular mortgage lender agent I have is that she really works hard for you, but she doesn't respond until she has an answer. So the last thing I heard is she asked how much I thought we could pay a month and on a mortgage, and I told her that, and then she went with it, and I haven't heard anything since. So I've been told she's the best out there. I had 3 to choose from. She's the best, but she doesn't communicate until she has something. So And the best thing you can do is not say a word, just let her go. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So like, the last thing I heard was, how much do you think you could handle a month? That was it. And if we can get if we can get 1,000 people to donate $2 a piece on Patreon, well, that would cover a nice mortgage. But as my dad used to say, if how do you put it? So if a frog had wings, it wouldn't bump its butt. Which was his way of saying, yeah, well, you know, you're wishing for something. It's probably not going to happen, but you know, you never know. Do you, Cecil? Are you going to beat me with that now? Oh, you are? Okay. You going to hit me with it? Yeah.
Spirit Matter says that your knowledge of bird behavior helps you with understanding the agent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he wishes you good luck with the agent and all the stuff. Bubbly,
Oh,
bubbly,
thank
bubbly.
you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot to do. I mean, you think about all, I try not to, except when I'm sitting down to just plan, I try not to think about all the steps that have to be done. I mean, just imagine just taking this aviary apart. You know? And it's been done. They're put together and taken apart twice. You know, so this will be the third time it's been taken apart. But just that alone is about a 4-hour project just to take the aviary apart. And then one of the cages in that small room has to be disassembled. That's Jazz's cage. It has to be. Can you kill me with that or what? Mm-hmm. Her cage has to be disassembled to get through the door, and because it's bigger than the doorway. And Cecil's has to come apart, but it's the old California cage, so it's heavy, but it comes apart pretty easy. So that part isn't really big, but you know, still every one of those cages has to be carted out, put on a truck. Then we have to go to the storage and get their big cages, which are all torn apart. Those have to be loaded on a truck. So probably going to need about a 21-foot stake bed to load it. And this is just for the bird stuff because I don't really have much. I'm trying to think what I've got my clothing and you know, toiletries and stuff like that. And then there's some food that needs to go and that kind of stuff. But let's see, there's one. What are you doing there, Cecil? You're not hitting me with it yet. Whoops, sorry, Bob. Did I bump you? Did I bump the
So
Bob?
Erin has donated. Thank you, Erin. She's
Thank you, Erin.
supporting the moving fund.
Thank you, Erin. Yeah, I have one cabinet that I bought when I got here because I didn't have anything like it at Hill House because I had things where I couldn't move, I couldn't get out of there. But and that's got stuff in it. So I don't have that much, but all the bird cages, that's got to get loaded on a truck and out of here. And then I've got to figure out how to transport the birds and still give them medicine. And it's on a good day, actually, if it was late spring, I could do this at night. Right now it'd be a little chilly, but it takes 4.5 hours to get to that spot in Nevada. And then they've got to go in somewhere. They can't just be. I mean, I can take the cages out of the van and leave them in the small cages, with one exception. Cecil, you can't do that with Cecil. He'll be out of that cage in no time. I have to have him sitting in a cage next to me in the van to make sure he doesn't get out. And I had to specially attach cage dividers around that cage because he just rips the bars off of everything. Cecil, I'm just showing. Cecil, are you having fun? I think he's having fun. Are you? You are? Okay. I'm gonna sit up a little bit. Does that bother you there, buddy? Yeah, I know. You're gonna whack me more if I sit like this, but getting a crick in my neck here, kid. A crick. You know what a crick is? This is having Cecil is having, at least part of your day being whacked by a toy. Yeah, the logistics. Unfortunately, I've had people volunteering from even across the country, but I mean, there's a lot to do when the time comes. So, and I'm not even sure how I'd get out there to sign the papers.
We have someone in chat, Mikael, hello, and he is asking if you can see the messages from PayPal donation too. He might have sent a message or something.
I haven't seen any messages since we switched over to the new fundraiser when the other one got screwed up. Well, the money's there. I've already checked.
But that's GoFundMe. He's asking about PayPal donation.
Oh yeah, but they never give me any way to contact the people.
So you could, but you can see the messages.
Yeah, I can see the messages. So I will definitely see it. I haven't seen it yet, but I will. It's just they don't give me any way to contact anybody. So
then Spirit Matter has a suggestion if you consider asking Bird Tricks to help with the move, because they obviously seem to have a specialized trailer or a van for that.
We have a specialized van. We've got a van with cages already loaded into it for whenever there's an emergency. So we've got that part covered. What we don't have covered is, having something set up for them, 5 hours from here, so that when we take them there, so I can take them out and put the small cages that are in the van, which are, they're all tied in there with rebar, but that's really easy to get out. And I can bring them in like that, but then it's, they got to get their medicine and I got to get the other cages. So the trick is to probably, I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet, because I can't be in two places at once. And I'm the only one that seems able to give medicine here. So you got to have their meds.
What did I wanted to say? Yeah, Mikra said he has obviously met you and the birds already in person. And he just has forgotten the name of the cockatoo who has no balance. So I wrote in chat, that's our Romeo bird.
Yep, that's who it is. I can barely talk here. Somebody's beating me up. That's my face you just whacked. He lost his balance, so he hit me with the toy. It was the more convenient thing to do, is to hit me with a toy to get his balance back.
And there's another thing.
My neck.
Sue is asking because of the difference, if it makes a difference to donate on Patreon or on YouTube. Well, we set up YouTube and Patreon. We had Patreon longer than YouTube. YouTube doesn't offer this for such a long time, but we offer both, so people can decide which fits them more. The only thing is, we from Patreon we get more of the actual money. So Patreon takes, I think, 5 to 10%, and YouTube takes 30% of the donations. That's the only difference. But we leave it open to the people. So we are really happy about people who consider to donate monthly. So Don has kind of an overview and can count with how much income he has in during the month.
Yeah,
but we are happy about every donation, also single donation. So if you can help, it's very appreciated. Every little one, every little thing counts. So thank you guys, everyone who considers to donate and help.
Yeah, if somebody could help me with Cecil right now, that would be nice. I've just got my hand over. Man, he's beating me up. Will you quit beating me up, big boy? Let me move my head a little bit this way, okay? My neck is going to get stuck in that position.
So Falcon, so I hope I have kind of answered your question. If not, please write in the chat.
Yeah, Patreon gives, we get more money that way, but we appreciate the YouTube thing too. So I mean, they just started it, and they take a little more, but it's easier to do. It's easier to get into, and it's nice to have those icons and stuff. There's bennies to it. With the Patreon, we have I need to set it up so you guys can do this on YouTube too, but we do have a site where we put up the videos a little early. Well, we do that here in the when I've been making videos, bigger ones. We'll show them to the people on Patreon through the Vimeo site we have, and then we show them also through YouTube on the members only videos. So.
And of course, we also try to get everyone the benefits. So if you are on Patreon, only on Patreon, of course, we cannot give you the stickers on YouTube, but the other things like the videos and messages, we try to contribute on every platform.
Yep. Yeah, we started out with Patreon, and then YouTube. They added this, so it looked like it had some good features.
Spirit has a funny picture in his mind about some hang glider with the birds flying in front of it. So you are with the twos flying away to Arizona or now Nevada.
Cecil, that's enough. You need to get down for a minute now. Okay?
That's a fun idea.
He's beating me up. I want to pet this one over here. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Pretty song. She started out doing the Peaches song, so I'm trying to, whenever she does it, I try to reward her for that. So, all right, you're back up on me. I figured that when it happened. I need to warm up my hands, so you guys are going to have to wait to get patted for a minute. I have my little electronic hot rock in my pocket. Oh, it seems like it's starting to, oh, no, it's still got some heat in it. Get those hands warmed up. Bob who? Babaloo? Is it a Babaloo? It's a Babaloo. Baba, 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 babaloo. No, I'm warming my hands, Bob. You don't need to look in there. It's a hand warmer, okay? It's just a hand warmer. Oh, Cecil's done beating me up for a while. That's good.
Oh yeah, Becca says she donates because she uses, I guess, Amazon Smile. We also are on Amazon Smile. So when now the holidays come up and you are big on shopping, you can consider doing Amazon Smile donation for Chloe Sanctuary. So we are on the program.
Yeah, and it comes in handy. Usually we get money from them every 3 months, and there's enough there to buy toys. You buy toy parts, and then I build the toys. So they can't afford to buy the toys outright. That's insane. They want $25 for a bird this size for one toy, and I can build toys that are better than that for $2. So I just have to buy the wood and that kind of thing. And I was cutting it. I can't cut the wood here. We could save a little money there, but I just buy pre-drilled and colored wood, and the prices aren't that bad. So. But they go through it, especially yeah, it's a good girl, especially the buzzsaw that's on my shoulder. Boy, he goes through them. And Bob's been busting through the wood lately, too. Well, he's in a much smaller cage than what he's used to, and he's just, fit to be tied. You dropped your toy. You want it back? Probably not. I'm sorry, Lucy. You want it back? I'm surprised he took it. 9 times out of 10, you hand him a toy, he throws it away. He must have dropped it by accident. Right, Luz? And that link tree that we have where we have all our donations, at the bottom of it, I'm starting to add resources. I've just added Behavior Works, which is Dr. Susan Friedman's website, where you can get, if you go into the written works, she has a lot of college level information about birds. I think one of the more interesting ones is the one about dominance, because there is no dominance in parrots. But she goes through and explains why this whole thing all over the internet about why you don't have a bird on your shoulder because of dominance is just lack of knowledge. People do not understand because the biologists know they don't do that. They're not mammals. They don't think like mammals. Now chickens have pecking order, but parrots don't. Hi, sweetheart. But there's a whole bunch of articles there on why you train your birds and some of the methodology we use to train, and that's all free information. I added another one. I put Animal Training 101, Dr. Zelig's website on there, and her course is $400. It goes to a nonprofit. You'll be supporting aquatic animals like sea lions and that kind of thing, but also her training. And I can tell you right now, I've learned a ton from that. And I had taken Dr. Friedman's course first, and I learned a ton from Dr. Zelig's. So she's quite the hands-on trainer. I mean, when she's training sea lions and seals and that kind of thing, they can't be put under. You can't put them under general anesthesia because they die. So you have to do open surgery on them while they're awake. And anyone who can train an animal to be able to do that, now there's somebody you can learn from, so. And she makes it fun too. The videos are long. I mean, it's not like they're long, but she shows you how to do it hands-on. So when you see somebody
Jessie Jasmine has today done a lot of peachy songs.
We've been doing, she's been doing all kinds of peachy songs.
That's proud, Jessie Jasmine. What is Mommy Pip doing? How are her eggs? Is she still sitting on them?
I had to take them away because she was having problems with her dropping because she wasn't eating well. So I took them away.
Okay.
So her droppings are back to normal, and her weight was not bad, but it had dropped about 15 grams. So her weight's back up in 2 days. She's doing fine, aren't you?
Oh, well, Fuzzy is telling in chat about her umbrella cockatoo she had rescued from one of her neighbors.
Wow.
Seems to be a wonderful bird.
Umbrellas are wonderful. I've never met an umbrella that didn't have really good quality. Sometimes they get a little bit buried by how they've been treated, like with Romeo. And I know most of that mistreatment came from an animal hospital, so that's pretty bad when an animal hospital does that. Had to be a vet who damaged his poor. Would you stop? Would you just give me
Look at the cuddly Pip. Yeah, I hope she won't lay another egg. Pippa?
I hope not either. I'm trying to make her not to get her too excited. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? That's right. Can you say that's right? That's right. That's right. I'm not going to say it today. That's right. Oh, she said it a bunch already, but that's right, Pippa. She also said I love you once, so just once so far, but well, folks, we're a little overtime, so thank you for showing up, for being here with us, and much appreciated all the support we're getting. And maybe we can get Jazz to do one more song. You got a peachy song in there? You have a beautiful song? Jazz, you got a song? You got a tail flash. Okay, well, we'll take the tail flash.
That's also good.
Yeah.
So bye everyone. Have a great time.
Yeah, thanks for coming. We'll see you soon.